Hello everyone, this is Jyotsna Tiwari and welcome to today's current affairs session, guys. So today we will discuss all about current affairs important news which is important for your upcoming exam. So let's have a look. Let's start today's session. So topic is daily current affair. This is Jyotsna Tiwari. So guys, here is the first news of today's session. Here you can see. Okay. So first of all, just let me change my pen color. Then we will discuss in detail. Okay. So here you can see that first news on your screen is in today's session. So first news is recently Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched the National Digital Health Mission. Okay. So we are talk about Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi. Okay. So PM Narendra Modi launched the National Digital Health Mission. Okay, National Digital Health Mission on the occasion of Independence Day. Okay, 74th Independence Day. So here you can see that Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched a National Digital Health Mission on the 74th Independence Day. The mission is expected to revolution India's health sector. Actually, this mission is totally based on health sector of India. Okay, please remember this topic. So what is the characteristics of this mission? So here are some characteristics of this particular mission, and the first point is under the National Digital Health Mission. Okay, so under the National Digital Health Mission, every Indian will receive a unique health identity card. Okay, every Indian will receive a unique health identity card. So here you can see, guys, that this card actually we talk about. So this is the type of card which is provided to the beneficiaries. Okay, and they can use this card as you are generally using your credit card, debit card. So this is the type of card. Okay, this is the type of Aadhaar card or PAN card. Okay, and this card is provided by the central government. Please remember this. The next point is the mission includes teleconsulting and e-pharmacies. Means that if you have this card, so you can also concern about yourself on the telecounseling, means by call, and by e-pharmacy, that means by the internet. Okay, so for that there are a unique number, also a unique ID which is already mentioned in that particular card. Okay, every citizen who holds a card will also doctors and healthcare providers to use a single bar during their visit to hospital. So everyone who has this card, okay, who has this card, they will also doctors and they will card will also doctors and healthcare providers to use a single bar. So they can use their cards this single bar during their visit to hospital. Okay, if anybody who is the beneficiaries of this particular scheme, this particular mission, so he or she can go to the hospital and use their card only one time. Okay, that means, for example, if you are going to the hospital, okay, and you will have to test many for others, for example, diabetes test, also TB test, any other test. So you can't use this card for the many tests. You can use this card only once, okay, in the one day. Next one is the National Digital Health Mission will also allow patients to use health services remotely. Okay, so the National Health Digital Mission will also patients to use health services remotely. The last one is this card will ensure permission to access confidential medical data that will be provided to the patients for each visit on its own. Okay, this will assure patients confidentiality and maintenance. And in addition, the control of access to digital records will be completely in the hands of the patients, and doctors will be able to access the medical record every time to patients wish. Okay, that means if any patients who are using this facility, so doctors can only access that particular card with the permission of that particular patient and of that particular beneficiaries. Okay, doctor can only use that card with the permission of that particular patients. Okay, So these are the important point of this particular mission. Okay, let's have a look at which type of question will rise in your exam about this news. Okay, related to this news. So first question which will definitely rise in your exam is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the which mission on the occasion of 74th Independence Day? Then your answer will be National Digital Health Mission. Okay. Second question is recently Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the National Digital Health Mission in the occasion of, and there are question mark. Then your answer will be 74th Independence Day. Okay. Third question is PM Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the National Digital Health Mission on the occasion of 74th Independence Day. So this mission is related to which sector? This is the next question which will definitely rise in your exam. So your answer will be India's health sector. Which sector? So health sector. Okay, please remember this point. And here are some important points which I already shown you. That if asked the question about that, what is the abbreviation of NDHM? If there are any question rise related to this mission, so there is one question which will definitely write that National Digital Health Mission. What is the abbreviation of NDHM? Then your answer will be National Digital Health Mission. Okay. Okay, in this mission, there has provided the identity card by the central government. Okay. Also, mission includes the teleconsulting and the e-pharmacy. Okay, please remember this point. And okay, so that's all. That's enough for your upcoming exam. Okay, let's have a look for the second news. So here is the second news of today's session, and the news is that the state of Odisha tops in implementing the Amrut scheme. Okay. First of all, let's have a look at what is the abbreviation of Amrut. We have already discussed it in the last class. Okay. Before the last class, that what is the full form of what is the abbreviation of Amrut. So there are the Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation is the abbreviation of Amrut scheme. Okay. So Odisha topped. Actually, we are talk about that which state is top into implementing the Amrut scheme. So here you can see that Odisha topped to the implementation of the Atal Mission Rejuvenation and the Urban Transformation, that means Amrut scheme. In addition, Chandigarh, Telangana have finished second and third after Gujarat and Karnataka. So these are first state is Odisha. Next is Chandigarh, Telangana, second to the third after Gujarat and Karnataka. Okay. So what is the key point of this particular scheme is, so here are some key points which is important for your exam, then you will have to learn it guys. Please remember this about Amrut scheme. So the Amrut scheme was launched in June 2015 by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Okay. So Amrut scheme was launched, that means it is already launched on June 2015 by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Second point is, the plan aims to establish an infrastructure that will ensure a strong sewage network and the water supply of urban transformation. Okay. So the plan aims to establish an infrastructure that will ensure a strong sewage network and the water supply for the urban transformation. Third part is, as a part of the mission, efforts have been made towards universal coverage to improve water supply. Constructions of sewage treatment plants and green spaces in 9 Amrut cities of Odisha. Okay, so 9 cities which is located in Odisha, there are construction, water supply and other towards universal coverages improve. Okay. Next point is, the 9 cities are Balasur, Bhubaneswar, Baripada, Cuttack, Sambalpur, Rourkela, Bhadrak, Brahmapur and Puri. So these are the 9 cities which is located in Odisha, and these cities come under the Amrut scheme in Odisha. Okay. There are total of 191 projects in 19 cities which is already running. Out of total 1990 projects, 148 projects have been implemented and the remaining are expected to be completed by March 2021. Guys, actually this is not 1919, this is the 191. Okay, please remember. These are the just a misprint. Okay. So these are the important points related this particular news. So let's have a look at which type of question will rise in your exam. So first question which will definitely rise in your exam is that recently which state has stopped to implementing the Amrut scheme. Then your answer will be Odisha. Second one is Gujarat and the third one is Karnataka. Fourth Chandigarh and fifth hoga. Fifth is Telangana. Second one is Amrut scheme was launched on which year? This question will definitely rise in your exam that Amrut scheme was launched in which year? Then your answer will be in June 2015 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Okay. So what is the aim of the Amrut mission? Then your answer will be infrastructure that will ensure the strong sewage network, water supply for the urban transformation, and these are the mission of this particular scheme. So as a part of this mission, efforts have been made towards universal coverage to improve water supply construction. We already discussed each and everything. Guys, you will have to learn the data. Data is very important for any exam. Then you will have to learn the data. Also, you will have to learn these cities. Belarus, actually this is the Belarus, okay. Bhubaneswar, Baripada, Cuttack, Sambalpur, Rourkela, Bhadrak, Brahmapur and Puri. These are the cities which is located in Odisha. Okay. Out of 199 projects, there are 148 projects have been implemented already and the remaining expected to be completed by March 2021. Okay. So I hope each and everything clear. Also, we already discussed that which type of question will rise in your exam. So that's all for this news. Okay, let's have a look for the second news of next news of today's session. So here is the next news is that Naga Independence Day was celebrated on 14th August in Nagaland and Manipur. Okay. So the 74th, actually here you can see that the Naga Independence Day celebrated on which date? So celebrated on 14th August in Nagaland and Manipur. Okay, remember this topic. The 74th Naga Independence Day was observed on 14th August 2020 in Nagaland and parts of Manipur. This day is celebrated from 14th August 1947. That means first time this day is celebrated in 14th August 1947 and from that day this day is celebrating till now. The Nagas declared independence in 1947, a day before India's Independence Day. Okay. Nagas already declared their Independence Day in 1974. Okay. And please, 1947. And please remember this, that a day before India's Independence Day. Okay. They declared their Independence Day before the India's Independence Day. Okay. Next one is, what is the history of the Naga Independence Day? So here are some key points which is important related to this news. Okay. So first point is in the year 1947 India became independent from British rule. But the Nagas under the Naga National Council is remain free. Therefore, a referendum was held in 1951 where 99.9% voted for Naga independence. Okay. Subsequently, the Nagas did not participate in the first and second general election, which took place in 1952 and 1957. Therefore, according to the Nagas, the Brodoloi and Hydra pacts were not implemented. Okay. Next point is, later in 1963, Nagaland attended statehood and the moderates signed the Shillong Accord in 1975, the first peace agreement. Okay. So these are the important points. Please remember each and every point in detail because may question will rise in your upcoming exam regarding this particular points. Okay. So let's have a look at which type of question will rise in your exam. So first question which will definitely rise in your exam is that Naga Independence Day was celebrated on which date? Then your answer will be 14th August. Second question, on which date Naga Independence Day celebrated first? Then your answer will be, in which year? Then your answer will be 14th August 1947. Okay. and there are some important points which we already discussed about it. Okay, and that's enough for this particular news. Okay, so I hope you will understand each and everything in details. If you have any question, guys, so you can comment in the comment box. Okay. So here is the second next news of today's session, and the news is the President of India Ramnath Kovind has approved 84 Gallantry Award for his bravery work to protect the country's security and honor. Okay. So we talk about President Ramnath Kovind. Okay, President of India Ramnath Kovind has approved 84 Gallantry Award. Okay, 84 Gallantry Award for his bravery work to protect the country's security and the honor. Okay, so let's have a look at what is the award details. Here you can say that these awards include Kirti Chakra, 9 Shaurya Chakra, 5-time ranking from Sena Medal Bravery Award, 60 Sena Medal Bravery Award, Board Sena Medal Bravery, and the 5 Venu Sena Medal Bravery. These are the award which is distributed in this particular award ceremony. Okay. So what is the Shaurya Chakra Award? Let's have a look and who got this award. So here you can see this year 3 Shaurya Chakra Award were received from the Indian Army. Please remember, in this year 3 Shaurya Chakra Award were received from the Indian Army for counter-terrorism operation. Wing Commander Vishak Nayak awarded by the Shaurya Chakra. Other recipients of the Indian Army is Lieutenant Colonel Krishna Singh Rawat, Major Anil Urs, and Havildar Alok Dubey. Okay, it is the third highest Peacock Gallantry Award for the contributing to valor to counter hostilities in the country. Okay, this is the third highest Peacock Gallantry Award. Please remember this. Next is Army Medalist. So who are the Army Medalists? Here you can see that the Shiv Sena has been awarded 60 Army personnel, the Navy 4 Nausena medals, and the Indian Air Force 5 Air Force medals. Okay. So these are the important points related to this news. Okay. So let's have a look at which type of question will rise in your exam. So first question which will definitely rise in your exam, that recently President Ramnath Kovind has approved how many awards for his bravery work to protect the country's security and honor. Then your answer will be 84 Gallantry Award. 84 Gallantry Award. How many awards are included in this award? Then your answer will be Kirti Chakra, Shaurya Chakra, Sena Medal, okay, Boat Sena Medal, and the Venu Sena Medal. Okay, these awards are included in this award. How many persons or who's got it the Shaurya Chakra Award? Then your answer will be Wing Commander Vishak Nayak, Shaurya Chakra. Okay, other recipient is Indian Army Lieutenant Colonel Krishna Singh Rawat, Major Anil Urs, and Havildar Alok Dubey. Okay, third highest. This is also called the Shaurya Chakra Award, also called the third highest Peacock Gallantry Award for contributing to valor the counter hostilities in the country, and these are the Sena Medal Award and the Indian Air Force 5 Air Force medals. Okay, which is received by these are. Okay. So I hope each and everything clear in the details. If you have guys any questions, so also you can comment in the comment box. And here is the last news of today's session, and the news is the giant Google has announced new learning tools to facilitate learning in the virtual education sector for teachers and students. So here you can see that the Google has announced a new learning tool. Okay, facilitate learning in the virtual education sector and teachers and students. Okay, this feature will be available with all Google products such as Meet, G Suite, and Classroom. Okay, and here are key features of this tool. So the new tool will roll out some features in the coming months, while the rest will be available later this year. In this forum, up to 49 participants, a large headline seen in the collaborative whiteboard with Jamboards and made available at Google Meet. To ensure greater privacy, the blur background will be introduced at Meet in October. Attendance tracking during virtual session and the breakout rooms. So class can be divided into small groups for simultaneous discussion. Okay. To help students ask questions, hands-on facility. Okay. So there are also the hands-on facility will be introduced at the meet this year, along with a new question and answer voting facility to engage students. Coming to G Suite or Google Suite Enterprises for the education. So these are the key points of this particular platform which is launched by the Google. Okay. So let's have a look that which type of question will rise in your exam related to this news. So first question which will rise in your exam is recently a company which has announced a new learning tool to facilitate learning in the virtual education sector for teachers and students. So which company? Then your answer will be Google. Your answer will be Google. And these are the feature of that particular virtual education system. Okay, so these are the here you can see that just give me 1 minute. Okay, let me clear. Okay, so these are the tools which is included in this particular learning tool which is announced by the Google. Okay guys, so I hope you will understand each and everything in detail guys. If you have any question related to this news, so you can comment me in the comment box guys. If you have any doubt, so you can comment me also. Okay, so here you can see the screenshot on your screen. So this is the screenshot of current affairs session. Yes, this is the screenshot of a quiz of the current affairs. So guys, if you want to give the quiz, if you want to attend the quiz on daily basis, so for that you will have to go to the Play Store, download the entry app now and register yourself on that app. Okay, so you can give the quiz of current affairs or other reasoning maths, whatever you are preparing right now for any exam, you can attend that particular quiz related to that exam. But for that you will have to go to the Google Play Store, download the entry app now and register yourself. Also you can visit our YouTube channel Banking 2.0. Okay, search on YouTube Banking 2.0, subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon. Okay guys, so I hope you will understand each and everything in details. So please like, comment and share this session. Share with anyone you are studying, with your colleagues, relative who are preparing for exam, your colleagues, relative, friends, whomever are preparing with you for any particular exam. So current affair is important for every exam. So please don't forget to like, comment and share as much as you can guys. You can also share this session in your Telegram group, in your WhatsApp group, in your Facebook group. Okay, so thank you very much for cooperate with me. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.